Hello everybody, my name is Lucas and welcome back to another over-explained Slay the Spire video. Since the last one, the one with the Watcher, did so well, we're here doing another one. This time, it's with the Ironclad. Now, I suck with every character besides the Watcher pretty much. I have Ascension 8, Ascension 7, Ascension 8, and then, Watcher's Ascension 20. I ended up winning on Ascension 20 in the over-explained video. So we're going to try to do the same thing with Ironclad. We're going to talk about Ironclad, talk about all the thoughts and decisions that's going on in my head, and hopefully it results in me playing better, and it results in you learning a couple of things about the Ironclad. I would say Ironclad is definitely the next best character in terms of like win weight for me. Watcher's obviously number one, but Ironclad I feel like I have a grasp of what's happening more so than Silent Defect. First thing to notice is his passive relic, his starting relic, Burning Blood. At the end of the combat you heal 6 HP, and so when you're taking into account pathing, especially early in Act 1, it's important to remember that you can take more damage than, say, like the Silent can, especially because Ironclad is the most max HP in the game. And so you can path more aggressively through Act 1 before you pick up some block cards. You can take maybe an extra damage common instead of a defend card, because you can rely on your health and your started relic. Okay. Let's take a look at the path. We have a Guardian Act. Guardian is probably one of the better bosses on Ironclad. Slime Boss is probably the best because of AoE, things like Cleave and Immolate. If you find an early rare, you can pick that up. Let's take a look at some pathing. I haven't played this game in like 3 months, so we'll see how this goes. Looks like we're basically forced a floor 6 or floor 7 elite. Kind of like this double campfire. I'm thinking we might do something like 4 early hallway fights, question mark, then go like this. We could take 3 question marks. Let's see what our things are. Could get 100 gold. This might be the worst reward, like, ever. Obtain a curse, which is probably the most negative thing, and then just transform 2 cards. It's not even like obtain a rare relic. If this were a rare relic, maybe I'd click on it and then go to the early shop. But I think this is a very clear upgrade bash, because I don't think this path is good. Like, it's 1 elite. It doesn't really set us up for anything down the road. Sure, we can get another elite, but we still, the max elite on this path is 2, and it's 2 everywhere. So I think that we're gonna go up. I think we're going to path through the 4 hallway fights, and then we can make a decision whether we want to fight 1 or 2 elites. And then we can go to the shop, and then we'll probably go off to the left here. So let's do that. And I think we're going to upgrade a card, and I think we're going to upgrade Bash. Especially against a Guardian, being able to deal damage throughout the... being able to do damage effectively and having the vulnerable last longer can be good for fights like Lagavulin, and especially Gremlin now if you draw at turn 1. Okay, so normally I wouldn't play the second defend, but since we're not at max health, I kind of want to get to max health. So we're going to try and mitigate some damage. I think Bash Strike is sort of the obvious line of attack there. I'm going to go play double defend, because we have 1 more turn of vulnerable next time, and I'm fairly confident that we can set up for a kill. 2 strikes or bash, that works perfectly. I feel like I navigated that fight pretty well. We've got Thunderclap, True Grit, or Infernal Blade. I think we're going to take a Thunderclap. Well, I don't know if we need to take this Thunderclap, because we don't need the extra vulnerable. Infernal Blade is just kind of a meme. Like, if this were upgraded, I might click on it. But I think we're going to take a nice early True Grit. Be able to sort of slim our deck down in later fights. It's a nice easy bash strike. I'm gonna take the 1 damage here. Sure, you could make the case that there's no reason to, and you're 100% correct. But we're 1 HP off of max, and Carnage is here. A nice beefy attack card. You know, 2 cost, 20 damage is really good, but the issue is when you start drawing this alongside Bash, we don't have 4 energy. So that makes it a little bit interesting. I don't think we take Shrug It Off because we just took a True Grit, and so, you know, we need damage to kill things in the act, and Clash is kind of a meme. It can be good in certain situations, and especially since we don't have Ascender's Bane in our deck, it's a reasonable pick, but I'm, you know, I want to play this game on the hardest difficulty that I have unlocked, and eventually it's going to be Ascension 20, so I'm not going to get in the habit of taking Clash. I think we're going to skip a monster fight just to make sure this is an easy hallway. Go to a question mark, and we're going to transform. Let's transform a strike. Do a havoc. Okay. Okay, that's okay, I guess. Can I kill this? 10, 9? No. Okay. Well, I am going to... I'm just going to play a double strike and defend. That way we can kill these things if we draw 2 strikes. And they are both attacking us. I could have saved 2 HP, but it's not going to matter because of our relic. That was just something I noticed after the fact. Okay. We've got Dropkick, which is an interesting card. We could go infinite if we had 2 of them. That is something that is within the realm of capability. You know, if the enemy has vulnerable, gain energy and draw a card. So if you have 2 of these in your deck and you slim down your deck enough, you can just cycle with them. Headbutt allows for some deck manipulation, so play it, and then you can decide a card from your discard pile, you can put it back on the draw pile. It can be good for, you know, very specific fights. Say you need to play this card on a certain turn. You know, maybe you need a Piercing Wail on turn. Well, that's a silent card, but say you need a Disarm for a certain turn. You can just play Headbutt, throw it on top of your draw pile, and then if you have draw cards, you could draw it that turn. Or Pommel Strike deals some damage, draw a card. I'm going to take Headbutt here, purely with the synergy of Havoc. It can allow us to do some interesting things. I'm going to play Headbutt first, purely for the fact that I do not want to put another Defend on top of a draw pile. Actually, I think I do. Because we're looking at it, there's barely any defense there, and so I'm gonna play Bash and then defend because Carnage will absolutely it'll just straight up kill this guy next turn. Something to pay attention to. Okay. We've got Combust. At the end of your turn, lose 1 HP and deal 5 damage to all enemies. It's a pretty strong card. If we knew we were getting sentries next fight, I would definitely pick this for some area of effect, seeing as we don't have that yet. We really want like Gremlin Nub next fight, because Bash, lots of single target damage. We're looking at Power Through, gain 2 wounds to your hand, gain 15 block. I think right now with True Grit, which we're probably going to upgrade at the campfire. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. We can gain a lot of block on 1 turn, but it does add dead cards to our hand. Sword Boomerang is just another attack common. Scales better with strength. But honestly, I think we're gonna take a Combust. Well, normally, if this were Slime Boss, I'd take Combust, but I think we're gonna actually skip. You could make a case for any one of those, and of course we run into the inevitable situation of drawing Carnage and Bash on the same turn, which I might use a potion just to save that. But realistically, with our upgraded bash, I think we're going to be fine. He's doing the big attack. So we're going to go bash again, and then just True Grit. We'll save some health. Might be able to kill next turn. Now that was a dumb decision. Well, actually not. We're still making positive from that True Grit play. And now we just kill. So the True Grit play was correct there. It did give him 2 extra strength. But that was fine. We ended up net positive. And we're looking at 2 rares. Not 1, but 2. Both of these are very good rares. Heavy Blade's kind of a dead card right now. If we wanted another common attack that scales with strength, I would have taken the Sword Boomerang. But instead, we're stuck with the Heavy Blade. Basically doesn't exist. This is like a -2 if you want to just like throw arbitrary, you know, plus or minus. Does this improve your deck? This is a -2. There's no reason to pick this card here. And that's not because it's not rare. Like, if these were all common cards, this would be the worst one by far. Immolate, deal 21 damage to all enemies, add a burn to your discard pile. It definitely gives us the AoE that we need. And then Fiend Fire, exhaust your hand, deal 7 damage for each card exhausted. Allows us to get rid of cards that we don't need necessarily, and deal a whole butt ton of damage. I think I'm going to take Immolate here, just for some area of effect. We have the single target damage that Fiend Fire gives us. And especially seeing as we saw a Gremlin Knob there and not Sentries, this basically takes care of all of Act 2 for us. Pretty much wins the Gremlin Leader fight, wins the Slavers fight. So, well, we are running into a thing where our deck is very heavy on the energy cost. Also got an Entropic Brew, something to notice. So we can start leaning into our potions, and a blue candle, which curse cards can now be played, but that's a dead relic, seeing as we don't even have Sunder's Bane from the Ascension 10. The Ascension 10 modifier, that's the word I was looking for. For upgrades, could make Cartage deal 8 more damage. Could make Immolate deal 7 more damage. But I think the importance of being able to target exhaust a card, it'll set us up for fights like the Guardian fight. So we can specifically get rid of our strikes and defends, so we can play the cards that we want that are more effective than the strikes and defends more often. I'm gonna Havoc here. Okay. I'm going to get rid of the defend. Should play bash, and I don't think I want to play. Well, I'm gonna use a potion just for the fact that our potion chances, it's high. I don't know what it is. I could calculate it, but we're fine. Of course, we're like 2 damage off. This is unfortunate. Let's just see what's in here. Okay. An energy potion would have been good. So if we play this, we're going to take 11 damage. I think we're going to do that. So I think we're going to play this. And then take that. Taking the potion was definitely the right choice there. Because you are dead next turn for sure. Let's play I'm going to play Headbutt here first. Then I'm going to play Havoc. Exhausted a burn, that's completely fine. It's completely fine. Great hand. Fantastic hand. Nothing we can do there. I expect to kill this one next turn, and the fight's over. Okay, so Immolate definitely carried us there. These card choices are interesting. Let's talk about this. Auric Alchemy. is an incredible relic, especially in Ironclad. If you end your turn without block, gain 6 block. So that does work in your favor with the potion. With the potion that we had them, the essentially plated armor potion. So it would give us 10 block if we had all 4 plated armor charges. So basically, we can now remove defense, because if we, this is basically a 6 block defend, so it's 1 better. And now we have the choice of these 3 things. You could take it in Flame, which could scale, which basically makes everything deal 2 more damage. Now, if we'd taken the Sword Boomerang, I'd be excited about this. But seeing as we're kind of going with the big vulnerable, right? Just having vulnerable makes this deal 10 more damage instead of like the Inflame, which does 2, and it takes up a card in our deck. So if we had taken some Sword Boomerang and maybe the Twin Strike on floor 1 that we were offered. I think we were offered a Twin Strike. I don't remember. But this is where in this situation, Inflame doesn't really do much. Work it off as a block card. I don't think we're doing good on block, really, with our defense, and especially things just picked up Orichalcum. I think we're fine. But Disarm, enemy uses 2 strength. Guardian does a couple multi-attacks. And a Disarm will deal with them perfectly. As for a Flex Potion, I think I'm going to keep our 2 deck spots and our Gambler's Brew. And we made it through 2 elite fights. We've got an oddly smooth stone. The key there, we didn't need the... we didn't need that. See, this is in a good situation where we can play Strike, Strike, Disarm, and just let Orichalcum block for us. And there we go. Ooh, this is a really good potion, especially if we draw terribly against Guardian. So I'm probably going to drop the Dexterity Potion, because Orichalcum is essentially 1 Dexterity. Now we have the choice of Iron Wave, Rage, or Cleave. Cleave is just a worse Immolate, right? At least an hour deck. If we didn't have Immolate, I'd be tempted to take Cleave, setting it for Act 2. Because I think we'd beat Guardian just fine. If we draw okay. Iron Wave, it's basically a strike, right? And sure, it turns off Orichalcum, but it's 6 block. It's just another strike in our deck. Rage, whenever we play an attack, gain 3 block. Well, we're playing 2 attacks at most per turn, and then also Orichalcum blocks for 6, so there's no reason to add a card to our deck when our relic takes care of it for us. Our first shop. We take it on a dropkick, we could take 2 and go infinite. I think we're going to remove a defend here. Metallicize is interesting. It does stack very well with Orichalcum. But I think Orichalcum alone will beat Guardian combined with Disarm. So if we didn't have the Disarm, maybe I would click on Metallicize. It's an interesting consideration though. I have no need for Artifact. The Bomb, we have an Immolate that's basically a bomb, but it goes off whenever we play it. No need for a Power Potion. Heart of Iron is a really good potion, but we have good potions. I think we're going to remove Defend. We could buy a Waffle. Maybe we buy a Waffle, but I think we're gonna upgrade and rest at one of these campfires. So I think we're gonna take our 188 gold and move on. Draw Immolate turn 1. Darn it. I'm gonna play this to trigger the curl up and pass, because we have Orichalcum. I'm saying it because I don't want to forget it, you know? You're dead. Alright. Easy, no damage hallway fight. Another drop kick. Could take a wild strike, deal a whole lot of damage, but put a wound on a draw pile. We don't need attacks anymore. Like, we're set with upgraded bash and carnage and immolate and a headbutt to put all these back so we can play them more often. Burning Pact is interesting. We could exhaust a card and then draw 2, but we don't have the energy for that. If we had 4 energy, I would take a Burning Pact. Maybe we take a Burning Pact presumptively that we get a 4th energy or Snecko Eye. Also, if we had Runic Pyramid, that would be good. Although, I don't know. I don't think we need the card draw right now. Ooh, but it could help for slimming our deck down. No, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a good card. It's good for later, and it does allow us to get rid of our strikes and defense. For upgrading, I think we are going to upgrade the disarm just to make it slightly more potent against the Guardian. We're faced with Spiked Slime. Just doing some math here. So this will be 30 damage. With the potion, that would be enough to split it. We're just gonna do this. Put it back on top of our deck, and then let Orichalcum block for us. And then this will definitely split. Split for us. Havoc just to see what's on top. Waste of a disarm, but it's fine. Get one nice and low. Draw Immolate. This fight's over. This is an instance to where Orichalcum's very good. Take 4 more damage. That's that. I don't think we need any of these. Like, this is, once again, we've already assessed Cleave. We have Immolate. We have no strength scaling or exhaust synergy. And upgraded bash takes care of the vulnerable. I think that's a fairly clear choice there. Question is do we rest or do we upgrade? I think we upgrade. I think we're fine health-wise. And we have potions. And Gambler's Brood to allow us to manipulate if we're not okay. I don't want to upgrade Carnage because I'm worried that we're just gonna like let it go away, you know? Let it ethereal rise. That's even a word. Could make Havoc free. We're not really playing Burning Pact too much. I'm not sure. You know what, let's upgrade this for just X2 shenanigans. I'm gonna play that, and then I don't want to transform him right now, so we'll play this. We should be able to draw 11 damage. Okay, yeah. So, because he's gonna transform, I'm gonna keep the Carnage alive. I'm just gonna play this for deck manipulation, the True Grit on top. See if we can exhaust one of the strikes. I'm actually going to I want to reshuffle the deck with the defends in them. Or in our hand. Play this, why not? I want to play Havoc there and exhaust something we need. I'm going to take 3 damage just to set up Bash. See, like, now he deals 8 damage. That's... We're fine. I think we do actually transform him here, too. Do we want to? I think we do. We've got a 12 card deck. We're nice and slim. I'm gonna play Havoc here. It's the burn, that's okay. Rip Carnage. Get rid of a defend. Deals 42. I'll transform him instantly. Thing is no, I think we're gonna go headbutt just to deal some more damage, and then we're gonna hit him big. I was considering putting Immolate back on top, but we're not gonna play it next turn. Just gonna pass. No reason to exhaust any of those cards there. Take 3 damage to reapply the vulnerable, and this should be pretty much over. Just headbutt, sure get to block. Or the bash, doesn't matter. And we win. GG. As you can see the power there of being able to play True Grit every turn just by exhausting the cards that we don't need, like strikes and defense. Fairly simple. Like, that was a good example of what happens when you slim down a deck and play the impactful cards every turn. Now I have a choice of rares. I would click a take all button right now. Let's start with what I think is the weakest out of the 3. Juggernaut, whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. If we take in a Metallicize, definitely would have picked this card. The thing is we're going to be able to gain block every turn with Orichalcum. So whether we have block at the end of a turn or not, we're going to be dealing 5 damage a turn. This is kind of like a Combust, but slightly worse. So I don't think we're going to be taking this. Impervious, gain a whole bunch of block. It's like just one turn, just huzzah, basically. Don't take damage this turn. Exhaust, and then Reaper, deal 4 damage to all enemies, then heal back the unblocked damage. I think this is a good card if you're strength scaling. If you have a demon form or some limit break shenanigans, you can work with cards like this. But I think we're going to be taking the Impervious here. Reaper doesn't... I don't know. See, we're just going to be killing everything with Immolate anyways, so there's no real reason to take a Reaper. So I'm going to take the Impervious. A 4th energy is almost necessary, or a Snecko Eye. I think we, like, plus, 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 plus. This is kind of, meh. But I think we're definitely going to take a Snecko Eye with how high the average cost of our deck is. So now, something that I see with Snecko Eye, and credit to Jorbs for kind of like sort of phrasing this relic in this way. Snecko Eye, it's not about the cost at all. So just, even if it says like 3, you know, even if it's a 3 cost card, you might be thinking, oh, it's since it's not going to be 3 cost all the time, now click it. No, it's, now you have to, cost doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is, how does this card help my deck? So even if it's, say, you know, it's a 3 cost card and it doesn't help your deck, don't click on it. Even though Snecko Eye may make cheaper, it's purely how impactful is this card to my deck. And it's important, and that's the important question to answer. So we're fighting Champ. I think our deck is set up to beat Champ pretty well, seeing as we have some nice deck manipulation so we can do a whole bunch of damage. As long as we keep Carnage alive, and seeing as Snecko Eye, this is like 1 or 0, we're basically guaranteed to play it. So an early shot could be interesting. We could take on 3 elites. I'm not sure. That's... something like this looks interesting. Although, if this is like... no, this is very sketch. Could fight 3 elites this way. Fight 2 elites this way. I think we're gonna aim to just fight 2 elites. We're fighting Champ. I'm not sure we beat Champ. Well, with our deck being slimmed down, I think we might beat Champ. We need some scaling though. So we need the cards that improve our situation long term. I'm not really sure which path to go down. There's lots of events. I think let's go to an early store. Let's go this way. At the store. Then we can decide what to do with the elite death path or the slightly less elite death path. How well we're killing things. See, look at this. And the good thing with Snecko Eye is we draw a lot of cards every turn. Especially seeing as our deck is so slim. Draw some cards. We're gonna just play double defend here. Well, that's unfortunate. Always play this. Okay, that works. Now I can just play this with... oh, we killed anyways. No. If we had strength scaling, I'd take this. And like, once again, these are just common attack cards that we don't need. Is the attack potion? I think so, because we're trying to block with Orichalcum a lot. Eventually we're going to need to find some block solutions. I think we click on this membership card. I might click on all 3 of these. I have the gold to do that. I straight up just might click on all 3 of these. All 4 of these. I'm not sure I have the gold to do this. 79, 100 and something. Yeah, no. I would click on all of these. I still might click on these 3 though. Power Through adds wounds to our hand. Fiendfire. Fiendfire's... I think we're going to click on Fiendfire because we draw 7 cards a turn instead of just 5. Lots of burst damage with the vulnerable. Then we could take Fiendfire Dark Embrace. Then one other. I think we would take the Second Wind, once again, for our sort of attack-based deck. This will be Champ. But, once again, I do kind of want to remove a card. Although, we are doing good. I think I would remove a strike this time. Let's see, 50, 128. Yeah, we can do Fiendfire, Dark Embrace, card remove. Or we could go Fiendfire, Dark Embrace, Second Wind, although I don't think we would need Second Wind with the Fiendfire, seeing as our deck is pretty small right now. So, I don't think we would need any of these, so let's do that. Let's do this, and a strike remove. No consideration for really these three. We already evaluated the bomb. It's garbage in our situation. Deep Breath is an interesting card, and Pommel Strike for card draw. We have Snecko Eye. We now have Dark Embrace. Remove all strikes, receive 5 bites. That would be adding cards that are kind of meh. And with Snecko Eye, they're going to cost a whole bunch, so this is very straightforward. No thank you from the vampires. I'm just going to play this this disarm on, like, this one. Doesn't matter. So that bird's just useless. We can block this with Orichalcum, so let's... I don't know, let's kill you. Get rid of a strike. No reason to play the defend there. Still useless. I think it's pretty straightforward Immolate here. Headbutt you. Put you on top of the deck. I just need to survive. Well, I can survive by doing this. Knock you out of the air. And Immolate pretty much finishes off the fight. Like Carnage. There. Fairly straightforward. You know, I like this beta art better. Reminds me of the Risk of Rain 2 crit glasses. So we have an energy potion. Over these three potions, like, these are probably the best potions for our situation. Warcry. We didn't have Snecko Eye, I take it. So I think this is like a active, especially, and it's not upgraded. This is like -4. Seeing Red, like, as long as it doesn't cost 3, it's kind of net energy gain, but once again, it's -1 card draw. Body Slam, we're not really doing block things, so pretty straightforward. Skip there. Get rid of the 3-cross defend, and draw 3-cross cards. Okay. So we've got an Immolate and a Fiendfire coming up. I think we're just gonna Fiendfire the holy hell out of you. I'm just wondering if we can take some damage. So I'm actually going to play Bash here, because Immolate perfectly takes that out. Perfect. Play the Dark Embrace. Goodbye. And actually, I'm going to disarm you. And this just deals more damage. We draw more cards. I can play Bash again. This is the power of a small deck so far. And oh, that's not the card I wanted. I wanted to play Immolate. I just clicked on the wrong card. Cool. We'll see how much damage you take because of my misclick. And 0. Alright. Heavy Blade is still like -2. Dropkick doesn't even work with Snecko Eye Infinite. In Sever Soul, we have a much better card. It's called Fiendfire. So, yeah, skip. Really looking for high impact cards, and I think we're gonna take the Elite Gauntlet. I'm feeling pretty good with both the Slavers and Gremlin Leader. With see, and Disarm too. So let's just do this. Bash this, and goodbye minions. Get 'em, boys. What boys? Are you dead this turn? I think you're dead next turn, though. Carnage plus something, yep. Okay. No no damage Gremlin Leader fight. Bronze Scales. That'll work well. Evolve plus. Whenever you draw a status card, draw 2 cards. That makes our burns useful. That's pretty much it. It does... What that does do to us, though, is it allows us to handle Act 4 elites plus the heart. But I think that might be too far out. It's not the sort of scaling we're looking for in the champ fight. I think we kind of found that with the Dark Embrace. But it is upgraded. Clash is just a dead. We also could click another True Grit. It's not upgraded though. That's the one downside about it. We're definitely upgrading something. What's our upgrade? It's not Dark Embraces. So that does decrease cost. I think it's Fiendfire, just for more damage. I'll take the Evolve Plus so we draw more with burns. Allows us to do a little bit more with Fiendfire turns when we draw burns. Max HP Slavers. This Evolve is also good for Evil Taskmaster of Doom. This is kind of scary. This takes care of this turn though. I don't want to use the attack potion here to see if we get something that makes him vulnerable. Body Slam. Pervious. Alright, that seems... that was a good turn. There's probably other options there too that I just didn't consider. Oh, that's very good. Could go... yeah, we could go Dark Embrace, Immolate, Bash, Fiendfire. And draw some cards. Oh. That wasn't worth it. I was hoping we would get lucky to have 2 of them. Thankfully, Taskmaster doesn't scale on this Ascension. Doesn't really matter, though that was an incredibly good Slavers fight. Got Paper Frog, so enemies take more damage with vulnerable. Got an Elixir, that's incredibly good with Dark Embrace. Oh, we could take a double tap. This turn, your next attack is played twice. We could get double Carnage, double Immolate plus. Double Fiendfire with Dark Embrace actually does work. I think. Maybe we take it just to find out. I don't know. Or we could take a True Grit Plus. But the thing is, we're just kind of like basically one turn killing all the enemies right now. Let's take the double tap for fun. Or the content. Alright, we could take a Sapphire Key here. But seeing as we're not gonna go to a shop. Mallbank, although if we're gonna go to the events, which I think we might, seeing as what kind of upgrades are we looking at? An Impervious upgrade and a Carnage upgrade, those don't really do a whole lot. So my consideration is, are we gonna spend gold in these events? I don't know the chances. I could sit here and pull out a spreadsheet and figure that out for like 3 hours, but I don't have that much time. I don't do this as a job. Do it for fun. So I think we're gonna take them all bank, just because we'll have like 500, 600 gold next store. All right, Book of Stabbing. vulnerable for the rest of the fight. I mean... This hand is kind of bad. Oh, you're dead. No, video game, just because you make Clash upgraded doesn't mean I'm going to click on it. Up. Body Slam, Pummel Strike, not really. We have a small deck with, like, these are just... No thank you. Well, that was a very interesting Book of Stabbing fight. I think we're going to take an event over a campfire. Crazy enough, this thing might deal more damage than the Book of Stabbing. Aha. Take that. Let's just go Carnage. True Grit Defense seems okay. Take 8 damage, see? Already dealt more damage. Put Fiend Fire on top of our deck. That just wins next turn, I'm pretty sure. Yes, yes it does. Especially with Dark Embrace. Do we take another disarm? Once again, these evaluations of the cards still stand. I mean, we could take 2 disarms. I mean, no. No, that doesn't really help us. This is good. And Caridian. This could be the scale. This could give us the scaling that we need. I think I'm gonna murder these dudes. We're not gonna just play that. He's dead because of the thorns. This is unfortunate. I could play this. And then... Thank you. We got Red Mass. Things are weak now. I don't think we need another boarding pack. Our deck is small enough. And we're sitting real pretty. I feel no pain would work well for some block. Snicko doesn't do anything. Just gives us a free turn. What's this gonna be? Please be Bash. That works, I guess. I feel no pain would work really well. Our deck. Are you dead? You're dead. Nope. I'm sorry, just no. I think I'm gonna throw this out now. Take for a weak potion for some sustain against the champ fight. We're basically on max health. There's no reason to rest. I am going to upgrade Carnage. Just to make it hit harder. And we have a Corruption. Do I play it? Turn whatever. Turn whatever the heck this is. Turn 1. I'm not sure. We're in an interesting spot. I'm not sure. Just win? No. No. I think we do play corruption. Although it's alright with Snecko Eye, but no reason not to play this. Let's play. Ooh, I think I should have played corruption after Burning Pact. And you know what? Call me a cheater. Call me a cheater. I couldn't see it because my water bottle was blocking the way. I couldn't even see Burning Pact. I'm totally blaming my water bottle. All right. Shh. And now. Oh, and the only reason it costed 0 is because of corruption. Okay, good to know. Yeah, if you didn't know, you can save and quit, and it'll bring you back to the start of the fight. Legitimately, I don't know if we play... Well, it'll get us down to a really slim deck fast, so let's do it. No reason to restart there. I'm going to put Immolate back on top of my deck. Not gonna play the True Grit here. We're fine. Think we might play Immolate here. Or Evolve. Nah. Ooh. Double play Bash. And then we'll pass again. We've got some health to work with. Okay. Now I get to be worried. Disarm. I have to be worried about splitting him. He splits at 210. And that's what I want to play Fiendfire. Let's play this card. Defend, alright. This would split him. Then we'd have one turn. Then we Fiendfire essentially. Okay. I think we're gonna win next turn. Hopefully. Take 20. So we're gonna draw... I don't want to draw Fiendfire this turn, so let's just play Bash. Play a Defend, don't draw Fiendfire. Okay, good. Play Strike. That was just to block the burn damage. And we draw 7 cards next turn. And I forget that he's not vulnerable. Nice. This is better. Let's throw this weak potion out. So now we don't die. This was an interesting fight. Didn't even need the weak potion. Just draw into that card. That was a waste of a weak potion. We're just cycling. Now we have 6 cards left in our deck. Alright, there we go. Easy champ fight. And that's the easy. I panic used a weak potion. I forgot that after we Fiendfired, we would draw cards. Just a not thinking mistake. Our deck is interesting. I have to say, I'm quite enjoying playing it. So now we have the choice. I don't think we take Berserk. We're fine on energy, especially if we take Offering. So, no reason for this. We take another Impervious. I think that's something that that would benefit us, I think. We take Offering, lose HP, draw a whole bunch of cards. It's kind of bad with Snecko Eye, so I think we're just gonna take another Impervious. Music, please. Okay. I'd just like to point out the fact that we didn't rest during Act 2. So this might be Coffee Dripper. We could take Runic Dome. We could. That would lead to complications against basically all of Act 4. Although my main goal is to beat the boss. Like if it's Donu and Deca, then I'll take Runic Dome all day. The issue is I don't know if it's gonna be Donu Deca. Also, if we take in Reaper, the end of Act 1, I 100% take this. This is a very tough decision, because if we have like one bad fight and we need to rest and we can't, then that's over. But Act 3 is a whole bunch of pretty much easy hallway fights that are solved by this card and this card, and we have 2 Imperviouses, so I think we're gonna take Coffee Drip. And it's Donu Deca, so Runic Dome you could make the best case for that. Alright, you can tell by the time, took a bit of a break up here. About 20-minute break, but let's do this. We need a path. We need a path. Preferably one that doesn't involve a lot of campfires, because most of our deck is essentially upgraded. Right. And all the upgrades, we made a couple upgrades on the Imperviouses. That's about it. So we don't really need upgrades. Could use some card removals though. Not sure if 4 hallway fights a store and then an elite is the way to go. No, I'm not sure 4 hallway fights and a question mark before an elite, or 4 hallway fights question mark and elite. So we might go 4 hallway fights a shop and then an elite, and then that seems reasonable to me. Also, these hallway fights are considerably easier than the Act 2 ones, in my opinion. Just gonna play all the 0-cost powers. A double tap upgrade might go well. Still got that Orichalcum working for us. Alrighty. Pervious Malates. Nice. No. Makes sense why? We have enough block. Okay, with 2 Imperviouses, we have enough block. Don't need damage. Snecko Eye. And it doesn't really do much. Alright, ooh, this is good. That's good. Man, if we had, you know, the card that makes it so whatever card you play, like, double tap. I mean, I could just do this, and then this. And then I could just kill you and kill the rest next turn. Yep. Okay. Didn't need to play Combust, but we're gonna be at max health after this anyways. How dare you defy? Thank you, Combust. This is like the 4th clash we've been offered. How many strike cards do we have in our deck? Like 3? So that would deal 7, 8, 9, 12 damage. Yeah. I have skills that do that. Fire breathing. It was a very simple turn. Okay. Let's play some cards. Play that first. Play this. I don't know, let's just bash strike, I guess. This fight could be pretty interesting. Although I'm pretty sure we... Ooh. I am weak. Do we really want to exhaust our whole deck, though? We could totally just exhaust our entire deck. I'm not sure that's such a good idea. Oh. Looks like we're gonna be taking some damage here. Oof. Was rude. Yeah, how do you like that? Have more block. In fact, the maul scales infinitely. I think the good old double tap Fiend Fire is going to take care of this fight for us. Didn't even need the double tap. I mean... Like, I don't want to... I am not one for making small decks. But... we're sitting at 20 cards. This is very interesting. I don't think we need these. I'm not quite sure how we block Donu and Deka. Like, I'm really not sure yet. I'll just play this. And we got rid of Bash. That's unfortunate. Okay. Just Fiend Fire. Okay. Do I win? I think so. Thankfully, it ended on a good net number, and not like 13 times 3. Oh my god, did we just offered these cards? We were just offered these two, except the Switchless one was upgraded. And this evaluation still stands. Shop, please. I mean... kind of. Like, this makes Fiend Fire really good. Oh, and I forgot we have a membership card. I think we buy Toolbox. Definitely buy Anchor. This could be interesting. I feel no pain would go a long way. I want to buy the Demon Form. Just for some sort of damage scaling? And, I mean... we might go to this shop? I don't think Omamori is necessary. Like, you might be thinking, oh, what about the 999 gold? That seems good. Except when it hits Fiend Fire. Hang on, can I just win? I'm gonna do this though. 26. Sure. That was a lot of damage. This giant head fight should be a piece of cake. We'll take some damage, it's fine. I played that in the wrong order. Also, man, I'm just not thinking. Except it doesn't matter, you see, because giant head's kind of dead. Okay, play that card. Play this card. Okay. What happened to my Fiend Fire? Oh, I played it already. Oh, you're dead. Thread Needle. Okay, there's some block. Feed. Do we take the feed? This is absolute garbage, and this is our 6th Clash Plus. It's very interesting. We take a feed. Is it worth it? I mean, we could get an achievement. I haven't gotten the achievement to feed on the donut, so just for that reason, I'm going to take that. No thank you. I think we're gonna go to the campfire and upgrade the demon form. Then I'm gonna dodge this elite purely because I'd like to try and fight the heart. I have to skip this relic anyways. Don the red mask for some extra gold. I think that means we're going to the shop. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna recall. Normally I would go to the question mark, but gain some gold. Except no, we want to feed. I'll take this one. Okay, go violence. Oh, they don't get drawn, so they don't get their cost reduced. Interesting. Just Fiend Fire, go burr. This hand's kind of bad. We have 0 black cards. Like, okay, here's a black card. That one's dead. And we just block everything else. Okay, cool. I don't know. Play the other Dark Embrace. And I can't feed, so. See, right there, we gain 10 block instead of just 6. I don't have feed. Let's use the buff. Okay, so can I kill like 1 this turn? I have... None of them are attacking me, so... Just gonna get rid of a defend. Oh, there was a bash that I could have killed. Oh, you were regrowing next turn anyways, so... Let's do this. Oh, but then that exhausts the thing. But, no. That's infuriating. Infuriating. I will stall this fight if I have to. Now let's play demon form. And just do this. Double tap, don't hit feed. Okay. No, no, these are... Please, stop. Okay, we've got like 1,000 gold. Let's go. Yes, yes. Demon form's good enough. Let's remove another strike. Do I buy a Gremlin Horn just to buy a Gremlin Horn? Well, there's an Act 4 shop, so I don't think so. Ooh, it shapes. My hand is full. Oh, I'm drawing that many cards. Oh. At least we can draw cards. Okay. We're definitely feeding. In fact, I can do that right now. Nom nom. I just do this. How many hits is this? Not enough to... There, now you're dead. I have an evolve, so this doesn't matter. Okay, perfect. Now I can play Immolate, I guess. And the Dark Embrace, because we have 10 block. These are so much easier fights than Act 2. And you're dead again. Okay, I will take a shockwave. Some more mitigation. Alright, what are we upgrading? Let's upgrade double tap. Seems like the only reasonable upgrade. Alright, let's try and feed on this guy. It's only one boss fight too, since it's not A20. I have to remember that. I'm gonna take Trip just to get rid of the artifact charges on you. Demon form costs 1. We have 5 energy. Okay. Play that. Play this. Play the demon form. We have 10 block because of anchor, so I guess we could just... I don't know, just get rid of this. Let's draw some cards. Okay. Huzzah, and defend. Ouch. Yeah, this one's gonna hurt a little bit. Disarm. That one doesn't get weak. That's actually kind of bad. Yeah, I definitely should have bashed this one just for the weak. Let's use the other... Yeah. Let's use the other impervious there. This guy will still be weak. 15? We did it. We fed on the donut. Hey, there's the achievement. It popped up for me. We did it. Yay. Okay. It's over-explained with achievement hunting. Let's, these days are actually helpful because of Evolve and Dark Embrace. So, let's just get rid of a burn. We've drawn a full hand before. Well, this is kind of... I was hoping we would draw Fiend Fire so we could just... Might be able to kill you, though. Yeah. Yeah, you're dead. Thank you, demon form. Is that a perfect... That was almost a no damage heart fight. To Act 4. As far as I'm concerned, we won the run. We increased our Ascension. But it would be nice if we could beat the heart. Beat the heart. I might remove feed at the store. Although it does exhaust. We do have strikes. Flame Barrier is a block card. Yes. Battle Trance draws card. We don't really need help with that. Is Frozen Eye even, like, good? Duplication Potion, Cultist Potion win. So, don't mind if I do. Might as well buy Tori, Ornithopter. None of these are... Snecko Eye. Don't need the card draw plus Snecko Eye. Evolves the thing. Like, remember that Evolve Plus? Now is when it starts becoming good. Right, in the Donu Deca fight. I don't think we need this. I'm just gonna do this and remove our last break. Cool. Alright. Let's die to this fight. Oh, hey, look. Demon Farm's here. Okay, I'm just gonna take the bomb. Yeah, are you dead? Are you dead? If I play Bash, you're dead. So let's do that. We don't need any of these cards. Goodbye. That was kind of funny. Now you're attacking us? Wow. If only I didn't have 2 imperviouses. I need to play 1 actually. I can play that. Because of Thread Needle, and I had another energy for defend there. Oh, this fight just went swimmingly. Play the card. Oh, I didn't know it shuffled your draw pile. Interesting. Jeez. And we have Tori. Okay, there's our heart. There's our heart block solution. And because we have demon forms, let's take a Reaper. Okay, I think this is a fairly straightforward heart fight. I'm gonna take it because it costs 0. Like, I think this is a fairly straightforward fight. Like, drink this. Heal. Oh, I guess I could have saved it, but the 5 health is going to be less important than the scaling. Metallicize. Evolve. Do I play the disarm now? We're not going to be vulnerable. There's no reason to, like, hold it. Well, we might need it later. We can duplication potion it, I guess. Let's draw some cards. Let's go Shockwave. Bash. Carnage for damage. And let's just get rid of the defend. Alright, weak for 6 turns and vulnerable for 8. We have the evolve in play. And we drew Impervious. This is the wrong turn to draw this, though. We don't even need this. We have Tori, so there's no reason not to use our Imperviouses now. This is positive. Play this. Alright. We're not in a rush to deal damage. 1 times 15. You know what, let's duplication potion this demon form. Dark Embrace, Havoc, and let's pass. Since we gain 13 block. There goes our plated armor, though. Kinda rip. Oh, should've played the defend first. That's my bad. Let's get rid of this. We have basically no bad cards in our deck now. Don't want to do this just yet. We can do that to, like, win. Play this just because we're gaining lots of strength per turn. Yeah, have fun living, Mr. Hart. That's all I have to say. Like, have fun living. Oh no! Oh, we have to. Whatever shall I do? Oh, how about just. How about don't attack me? Alright, GG. This turned out to be a very fun deck. Heal. Can I have Fiendfire, please? I'll eat you instead. GG. So, you know, that's Ascension 8. I think the last, like, 3 times I've attempted an Ironclad run, I just have died. But just talking through this has helped me. Like, keep the deck small, evaluate cards on an individual level. Definitely helped me put this run together. I mean, and look at this deck was small. I am not one for making small decks. Usually I just throw everything in there. I think that's the problem. Money, money. 1641 on Ascension 8. Not bad. Killed the Heart. Heart fight was kind of a joke. We were gaining 7 strength a turn. 2 demon forms and a cultist potion. But that is gonna do it for me. Hope you enjoyed the heart slaying Ironclad. I think Ironclad legitimately might be my next pick, or my next one that I'm gonna try and push to Ascension 20. Because fairly similar playstyle to Watcher, just doesn't do it as easily, you know. There's not a card that says deal triple damage, gain 3 energy, like Blasphemy in the Watcher class. But Ironclad can do some pretty broken stuff with Exhaust synergy, and we kind of dabbled into that a little with some Dark Embrace Evolve nonsense. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. Hope you enjoyed Slaying the Spire, and until next time, we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.